ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम गुं गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे। ओम यस्यात्मबोधस्य गुरुप्रसादात् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि संसारबन्धात् सर्वोपदेष्टुः शिवानन्दमूर्तेः मृद्वाङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं दयासिन्धुं दीनबन्धुं शास्त्रार्थबोधनपटुं मस्करीन्द्रवरं नौमि श्रीचिदानन्दसद्गुरुम्। ॐ प्राणिनां दुःखहर्तारौ ज्ञानदौ भुवनमुक्तये शिवानन्दचिदानन्दौ आश्रये गुरुसत्तमो। ओम नमो नारायणाय 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 ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते रामचंद्राय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते रामचंद्राय ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय ओम नमो भगवते चिदानंदाय So we have been going through that second pada, the sadhana pada of Patanjali. Patanjali says that initially you have to start with Kriya Yoga, which constitute three items, namely Tapasya, Swadhyaya and Ishvara Pranidhana. Austerities, study of scriptures and Ishvara, surrender to God, which will help you to turn the mind inward in course of time and also help you to be at peace with yourself. Then he says to wash off the impurities in the mind, to wash off the impressions in the mind and to make it pure. You have to practice the Ashtanga Yoga, Yoganga Anushthanat Ashuchikshaye Jnanadiptihi. Knowledge will dawn by the practice of the 8 limbs of the yoga, which will in turn remove the impurities. Then what are the yogangas? Then he says, Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhayo Ashtau Angani. Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara dharana and dhyana and samadhi. These are the 8 angas of the yoga. Then he explains what are yamas. Yamas are 5-fold. Ahimsa satyamasteyam brahmacharyam aparigrahaha yamaha. Then he defines these things you have to observe it. The more you observe, the more you will be peaceful. The more you are following the yama, the more you will be peaceful. The more you disturb these things, the more you will be disturbed. Your disturbance is because you are not following this. When in the Ramayana, when Sri Ramachandra was asked to go to the forest in exile for 14 years, his mother thought that this boy is going to the forest. There may be wild animals, there may be dacoits, there are devils. How to protect him? How can he protect himself, his wife, and his brother? Then she says, the dharma you protect will protect you. Yam dharmam palesi dhritya niyamenatvam. The dharma, the righteousness, the right conduct you are observing, that will protect you. All the external security may be there, but the internal security will not be there. People are under the grip of fear. The multimillionaire has got that insecurity feeling. The loafer on the road, he also has the insecurity feeling. Sometimes people are thrown in the road. They don't have anybody. They will be suffering from diarrhea, body full of maggots. And they will be lying on the road. And sometimes people bring them, such people, and put it in front of our hospital and go away. Night, they will bring and put it in front of the hospital and go away. So many people have got sympathy. They cannot do much. They will have sympathy only. They will telephone to me, Swamiji, one man is lying down there. Why don't you do something to him? He is confirmed invalid. You cannot take him to hospital and give him all the treatment. No hospital will be ready to accept him. Even our own hospital will not be ready. His condition is such, he needs a bystander. When we become like that also, there won't be any bystander for us. You came alone and you will go alone. So then we have a Shivananda home here, a home for the homeless, a destitute. There is a limit for us to keep people. Usually I used to take the people, students, one Sunday to that Shivananda home to give them the experience of what life is. But unfortunately, I don't have now time. And you don't have the good fortune to see that. So, when they are picked up in the road, I have many times seen when one of our sadhak who is serving there, she is a Netherlands lady, she will come. And many times I will go and help them to pick up. When we pick them up and he is lying down, he may have some dirty bag, one lota to drink water, something like that, and some chappals. They are so dirty, I don't want to carry them. Then, no, it's all right, don't worry, you take them. No, Swamiji. She will say, we will take them. And when he is picked up and kept in this stretcher, he will look that. He will look into that. because that lota he is depending for drinking water. If that is lost, where I will get another lota? Thought will be there. You have not seen his eyes. I have seen myself those eyes. It is easy to be sympathetic at lip level. It is not that easy to see the people suffering. And his eyes will be there. Then once she told me, let it also go with him. The psychology I realized later. She will pick it and keep it near him, near his hand, and give him that comfort of having that. So that insecurity feeling, it is not in the rich alone. Among the poorest of these poor, they also have this insecurity feeling. It is not that everything is economics. Everything ultimately boils down. The thought you entertain, they are insecure. Maybe the richest man may be insecure. He is also equally insecure. You are insecure and I am insecure. So this fear, this thought disturbance will not go. The real security is not the insurance cover, your medical insurance, your real nature, which righteousness you observe, that will protect you. That gives you the courage. If time permits, you go and see there one day. You have to see the people lying down, and when they are picked up, how they behave. The dogs feel insecure. You also feel insecure. Am I right? So what exactly the difference? So the security feeling, the strength, that nirbhayatva comes from your character actually. How you are going to conduct yourself in life. This I have personally seen actually. I have not read from the books. These things I have seen. I have seen the insecurity feeling of the person who has nothing other than the dirty cloth he is wearing. We will provide him good cloth. We will provide him good bed. But still he will look into that. One person I sent from here, he had 300 rupees. So the Swamiji there, when he kept him, he got the money and kept it with him. After 3-4 months I went there, he was recovering. Then he asked me, Swamiji, my money they have taken. Don't worry, you are taking care of everything. Is there any need for you for money? No. But little I should have. Acha, you give me 10 rupees, he told me. Then I told him to give the money to him. They said, no, it will create problem. So, the Yama we follow. Ete Sarvabhaumaha Mahavrataha. These are the great vows one has to observe. And all these dramas we make to cover up will not help us to wash out that insecurity feeling. We can pose as if we are very genuine, very bold. So many gods will be there. So much money is there. Medical cover is there. But you won't get sleep. You have to take to diazepam. So you observe this, he says, and you know it is needed. Then he gives you the scale. As you practice ahimsa, there won't be enmity in your presence. Your presence will make the atmosphere beautiful. Ahimsa pratisthayam. Tatsannido vairatyagaha. Then he says, the more you get established in Satya, Satya pratisthayam kriya phala ashrayatum. Whatever you think it will happen. Any genuine thought that comes in your mind, it will happen. Gods will see that it happened. You need not worry about it. And then he proceeds further. Asteya, this also I covered. Asteya pratisthayam sarvaratna upasthanam. Asteya pratisthayam sarvaratna upasthanam. As we become, as the mind does not covet anything, as we don't steal anything, even mentally, when we do not covet, then automatically avapta samasta kamatvam, all our desires are fulfilled. Any desire comes in the mind, immediately it gets fulfilled. You think like that, it happens. The same thing, the Satya Pratishtha, this is almost identical. And then he says, Brahmacharya Pratisthayam Virya Labha. Brahmacharya Pratisthayam Virya Labha. As we get established in celibacy, then you get that strength, more mental strength. It's not the physical strength. The courage comes. Virya Labha means you get the strength actually. Life becomes more beautiful. Fearlessness, absolute fear. Ultimately, if you analyze, we have fear complex. Insecurity feeling, I say, it is fear. The moment we start thinking, as a child we had no fear. As we acquire more and more knowledge, more and more fear comes. If you don't have money, what will I do? Fear. If you have money, how to protect it? Nobody should steal it, that fear. Neither we can throw it away, nor we can keep it. If there is no job nowadays, they are worried. If I get a job, oh Swamiji, there is a lot of pressure in the job. I have to work for 20 hours a day. Then what for you live? So Virya Labha, then strength comes. Then aparigrahasthairye janmakatanta sambodha. Aparigrahasthairye janmakatanta sambodha. When you do not hoard, they say, you will be able to know the past, present and future. That is how the meaning goes actually. The meaning, Janmakatanta Sambodha means you will be able to know when there is no tendency to hoard. Enough, that contentment is there. Then you will be knowing the past, present and the future. The meaning is actually, there are no wants. Wants will not be there. And your thought will be in the proper direction. What is to be done next? There won't be any confusion. I will do this way. Quick decisions will be there. Otherwise, what happens? We are always planning and scheming what to do. Oh, this should be done like this, finished. What to do? Yes, you do it this way. Afterwards, no second thought comes. People used to go to Swami Chidanandaji Maharaj. Sometimes people come to us also and present a problem. And then what to do in this condition? What to do I should do? Then ask, what should we tell? If we make an intellectual analysis and give, it can be right or it can be wrong. The intuition should speak. A patient goes to a doctor. Swamiji, Dr. Saab, I get temperature, this. His symptoms, he says. Nowadays they get it analyzed. Sometimes culture and other thing. It takes time. So some treatment he has to start. So certain symptoms are there. These symptoms are common here. For so many diseases, the symptoms may be common. So, considering the various factors, he may come to a conclusion, probably this. But many times, they come to the conclusion based on their intuition. Probably this must be the cause, and then they treat. It will click. The intuition works. Probably this is the case. And many times I have seen Swami Chidananda Maharaj, people go and say, Swamiji, these are the situation. I think that this way is to do this is better. What do you say, Swamiji? Swamiji will say yes. He has already decided that way. But if they put the question, this is the situation, what should I do? He will not give an answer immediately. And I have also noticed why he did not give an answer. Then after sometimes they will forget and go. Sometimes they will ask the question again, Swamiji, what should I do? You have not told me anything. Acha. Swamiji will not give an answer. Maybe after 2-3 times, he will call them. You asked me that, this you do this way. That intuition comes actually. He will allow the intuition to come. Because that man has already put that question into his mind. He needs certain time for his intuition to work up. So you also, when there is a puzzling issue, what you do? You analyze it, then you settle down for some time. Are you not doing this? You don't jump into the decision. Let me think about for some more time. There are two possibilities. You think for some more time, or the other possibility is you are allowing the mind to settle down so that the intuition works actually. Without your knowledge, the intuition works. So the more we are contented, the more we stop hoarding anything. Enough. Then automatically the intuition works and right decision. Then he says, then he goes back. So all the yamas have been completed. Now he goes to the niyama. The earlier he has told the niyamas are 5. Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyamaha he has told. Now what is Shaucha? He says. Shauchat Swangajugupsa Parera Samsargaha. Shauchat Swangajugupsa Parera Samsargaha. With Shaucha, with cleanliness. What is cleanliness? Taking bath and other things are external cleanliness. You take a bath and wear good, neat clothes, all these things, and keep the room clean. These are all part of Shaucha, especially body Shaucha. Then this will help you to have Swanga Jugupsa. Shaucha, practice of Shaucha at mental level is, this body is an unclean thing. And then you developed a contempt for this body. This body is not a very clean thing. After some work it perspires. There is sweat. The sweat in the body gives bad smell, bad odor. And our interior is full of filth. urine, excreta, sputum, pus, film, all nonsense. Nothing comes out of this body we like. Whatever it goes in, it is okay. Whatever comes out of this body. Whether it is perspiration, whether it is excreta, whether it is saliva, sputum, nothing is desirable to us. I used to see when people are going to the hospital, doctors advise them, test your urine and stool. They take this stool and urine and in this hand they will carry. They won't carry in this hand. You carry in your body, but you carry on the left hand. You won't touch it with the right hand. So you are carrying it inside. So Gurudev says, this body is, there were 7 polythene bags. Different things are. One bag full of urine, another bag full of excreta, third blood, fourth flesh. If you cut here and the flesh is exposed, then you don't like to see that. When the flesh is exposed, when some accident happens, when the body is exposed, inside is exposed, people cannot stand that strain. Now eye camp comes. One of our students was there as a helper, as an assistant, was a volunteer in theatre. He saw that this doctor is injecting into his eye. He got the injection, this fellow fell down. And they have to take him and give him treatment. If you see a surgery, what will happen? Somebody's stomach is open and kept it open like this. At least 70 to 80% of people will go. So the external body, which is so looking beautiful, which you coveted, when it is opened up, you cannot see that. Whether it is your daughter, son or wife or mother, we cannot see that. So this Shaucha should bring about Swanga Jugupsa, some contempt for this body. And that will help you, Parera Samsargaha, that will help you to develop Vairagya. You will not come in contact with other bodies. Shaucha will help you to have more Brahmacharya. Then he says, Sattva Shuddhihi, Saumanasya, Ekagriya, Indriya Jaya, Atmadarshana, Yogyatvanicha. Sattva Shuddhihi, Saumanasya, Ekagriya, Indriya Jaya, Atmadarshana, Yogyatvanicha. Shaucha will also help you to external, that also helps you in your meditation by Sattva Shuddhihi, the mind becomes more pure. When you take a bath, you feel happy about it. In the cold days you have a hot bath. In the hot days you have a nice cold bath, then you feel very pleasant, yes, smiling face. So the mind becomes more pure. Saumanasya, pleasantness, then there is a joy in the mind. Then it helps you to ekagrata. So that is why we take bath and go for prayer and other things. After taking bath, people go for prayers. Even otherwise also it is okay, but when you take bath, you are creating an external situation conducive for meditation. So ekagrata comes automatically. Indriya Jayatva, and there is some mastery over the indriyas. And you have control, better control over the indriyas. All these things. And then Atmadarshana Yogyatvani, the mind becomes more eligible to go inward and to have the Atma Darshana. Atma Darshana means it turns inward. So the Shaucha will help you to have more purity of the mind, resulting in pleasantness of the mind. Saumanasya, then automatically ekagrata, single pointed concentration, you develop better concentration, and the sense organs are more under control, and the mind turn inwards, and you will be able to do meditation better. Then he says, Shaucha Santosha. What is Santosha? Shaucha has been described in 2 sutras. Then Santosha he goes. Santoshat Anuttama Sukhalavaha. Santoshat Anuttama Sukhalavaha. Because of Santosha, Anuttama Sukhalavaha. Unparalleled Sukha. When there is contentment, what is our disturbance? We want it. Some want in us, in our mind. Some want in our mind. Some desire in our mind. That alone disturbs. A still pond is there. You throw a stone and disturb it. Likewise, some desire comes in the mind and it keeps on disturbing you. And if there is contentment, yes, everything is okay. When there is alam, enough. Okay, what do you want? Yes, everything is okay, fine. That is the highest happiness. That contentment gives you unparalleled sukha, happiness, comfort. Our comfort is disturbed by desires. Sometimes genuine, many times non-genuine desires. Even without that, I am okay. Even without that, I am okay. So it is okay. Everything is fine. If you think like that, that is the highest happiness. Ultimately, when the desire ceases, you find yourself happy. Not because the desire is fulfilled. The desire ceases thereby. Because of that fulfillment of that, the desire ceases. If another desire comes, again that problem. A boy gets 3rd rank. I should have got 2nd rank. Unfortunately, I did not get 2nd rank. If you think like that, what will happen? Ocha, right, I got that. Okay, right. Enough. So competition and all these things, these modern economic theories, they want to fool you. So they say all this nonsense. Ultimately, are you comfortable? Are you happy? There are economic theories and other things. We need not worry. The children in the road are more happy than those who are in the air-conditioned rooms. They are begging, but there is smile in their face. Yesterday, one lady came to me. Swamiji was also there. Swamiji, my shop has been washed away. You give some help. Then I was inquiring what shop was there. Maybe she is bluffing. Then I was inquiring. But she was smiling all the time. And then I was thinking, she has come to beg something from me. Her life is not that good. She has no much yearning. But somehow she is not that disturbed. She will go to sleep. The moment she lies down, lie on her, whatever bed available, she will sleep. But many of the rich people cannot sleep. They want compost. Then I told Swamiji, you please check what is her condition and let me know whether I should give her something or not. Sometimes cheat also we give something personally. All right, you take this. What is there? Let them cheat us. What I am going to lose? You people cheat me. What I will lose? I will try to correct you if you don't correct yourself. It is your fate. So, santoshat anuttama sukhalabha. Santoshat anuttama sukhalabha. So, unparalleled happiness. Then he says, Kaya indriya siddhihi ashuddhikshayat tapasaha. Kaya indriya siddhihi ashuddhikshayat tapasaha. By austerities, by controlling your mind, by observing certain rules and regulations, by imposing certain restrictions on you, what happens? You are controlling, you get mastery over your body. As you keep on trying to sit in Padmasana, you are getting mastery over your body. As you fast, you get mastery over your body, your mind, the desire, the craving for the food, you stop. So Kaya Siddhihi, Indriya Siddhihi. You get mastery over the body and the sense organs. Because of Ashuddhikshayat, the impurities, you are slowly controlling the mind not to allow your desires to sit on your head. Not allow the dictates of your mind to command you. So the tapas, the austerities you do, help you to have a better control over your body. You will be able to bend and touch your toe. It is Kaya Siddhi. The unwanted fat has gone from the belly, so you are able to touch that. And then Indriya, Kaya Siddhi, Indriya Siddhi, and then you sit quiet. I will sit here and meditate for 30 minutes. The mind will revolt. The eye will try to open. No. So Indriya Siddhi, you get mastery over your sense organs and the body. The tapas helps you by washing away the impurities and help you to have control over your body and sense organs. Hari Om Tat.